No, no, that's wrong. Dixie Diamonds 300. Mets 9:21 a.m. Dixie 6:21 p.m. Finished with their minimal breakfast, Joey and Pilatray dressed in multiple lightweight layers in preparation of their morning hike towards La Carillon. Just prior to exiting from his home, Pilatray said, "You're certain you must head back to Enfasorel? No time to stroll over to Le Carillon?" Joey, rolling her eyes skyward as she smiled and shook her head, replied, "Oh, I wish I had the time for a morning hike on this beautiful, crisp day, but I fear I must return home. If you need to head to the lake rather than walk with me to town, I understand fully. It is fine." "No, no," Pilatray replied, opening his front door in preparation of exiting. "I will walk with you, and then if I need more of a hike, I can wander around Metz. It is fine," he said with a dismissive palm-down shaking of his hand from the wrist. "We'll see how I do with the cold," he added as they crossed his threshold, paused while he closed and locked his door, then walked down a short driveway to the street and headed northwest around the golf course, rather than west by southwest towards Joey's rented room. "You don't worry about teasing the cat?" Joey asked, slipping her hand into the crook of Pilatray's offered arm as they walked northward along Voie Imposture. "Then now that we know our arms have been bugged," Pilatray said with a triple smile, wink, shrug for punctuation. "You have not met my Aunt Violette René. You would never know it by looking at her now, but she was involved in the underground during the war. I remember my grandparents telling me how very concerned they were during the war when she would leave the house, but how very proud they were of her. As a boy, I would pester Violette to tell me what it was like under the Vichy, and she would share the horrors of the time and also how she did her small part to fight back while Papa was in the army. For me, her most compelling message was the importance of creating multiple smoke clouds during her 10 years as a spy. We may not be able to elude the DGSE, but we can do our best to make them chase their own tails. Speaking of tails, shall we see if Balloony is available?" "I was just going to suggest that very thing," Joey said as she gently squeezed his forearm. "Big B, Balloony, come out, wherever you are," she said softly, a grin on her face. "I am here and you are here and we are all together," to quote John Lennon's tribute to Eric Burdon. Balloony replied. "How are you this morning?" "Apart from having no idea who Eric Burdon is, I am well," Joey said. "As you can see, Pila and I are out for a stroll and are free to converse. Do you have particular news of which we should know?" "Ah, yes. May I speak through you?" "Certainly," Joey said, adding, "Balloony will be speaking through me," as she turned to Pila with a smile and shrug. "Ready when you are." "Well, good morning to both of you," Balloony said through Joey. "Anything I should know? Anything with which I can help?" "Just being able to speak with you is very helpful," Pilatray said. "We are hiking and therefore away from the eyes and ears planted within my home, so we thought we would check in. Do you have particular news?" "I do, Balloony," Joey said. "As you know, Brentsy's parents arrived in Brisbane, but last night they had a fascinating conversation about contingency plans for Brent should things seem ominous. His parents have their yacht steaming towards Australia, and if things begin looking bad for the bad boy, they plan to whisk him away beyond the reach of the Australian authorities. How do you feel about contacting someone in Brisbane concerning Brentsy's escape as a stowaway on his parents' yacht? The police, or perhaps you might be able to speak with their ASIO chief." "Ah," Pilatray said with a deep sigh. "I will have to think about how best to deliver your gift of knowledge without setting off alarm bells about your continued existence. I will ruminate on this as we walk and talk, and then we can return to it later." "That sounds wise," Balloony said through Joey, as she remained in rapport. Strolling northward around the golf course, all three enjoyed the mental companionship of one another, while Pilatray and Joey had the additional pleasure of physical contact.